What's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about fingering, intervals, and some simple exercises to get you started on strengthening your hands. If you get a value out of this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And so as far as fingering goes, we got 5 fingers on each hand, I hope. And you're going to start with, well, let's start with the thumb. So each of your fingers is going to be labeled a number. And these labels appear on your sheet music above or below your notes, indicating what finger for you to use. And so in this case, you got your thumb, and the thumb is going to be labeled 1, and then your index finger is labeled 2, middle finger is labeled 3, and then the ring finger is labeled 4, and then the pinky is going to be labeled 5. So to help students with not getting confused, because oftentimes everyone is right-handed, and so they'll start associating the numbers this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They'll start thinking it in terms of that 2 over here. So they'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but you don't want to do that. Just remember, your thumbs on the inside are 1, or you could think of it as thumbs are 1. Some people just like to say that because it kind of sounds like a rhyme. And then 5's on the outside. But I just usually have students often, if they just get confused, I'll just have them take their hands together because your hands mirror each other. And then just remember 1, 1. So both of your thumbs are 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. So just bring them together, and that usually helps straighten students out. And then we just keep on doing it until, they just know their fingering code. So that's the fingering part. And then, so now for some quick exercises to get you started, let's go to the keyboard. Okay, so I'm here on C5, just an octave above middle C. And when you approach the piano, your hand in the beginning, you want to have like a nice round shape where all your fingers are standing up on their own. Oftentimes in the beginner students will have like their hand slouched a little bit, where like their fingers, especially these guys right here, are just slouched and they're not really standing up. So just even that, doing that position is going to strengthen your hand, especially this weak side. So this is the weak side of your hand, these 2 fingers, and then this side, these 3 fingers. This is like the strong side of your hand, I consider. So you want to help strengthen your weak side and then keep these guys standing. And then so you can just rest your hand C through G. So it's just five keys on your keyboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just even doing that exercise, it's just very simple, but very effective. And if you're struggling with just even keeping these guys up, you can start by actually on your weak side, and then just start, activating all of your fingers on that weak side. And then you can even, I just call this like push-ups for fingers. You can just take all 5 of your fingers and then just press all 5 keys down. And then that's like another good exercise to activate all your fingers. And I find this very effective with beginning students. And then so here we go. You can start on the weak side. So that's G to C, C back up to G. And actually oftentimes beginning students, most people are right-handed. They can usually do that pretty well in the beginning. A lot of people not so much left-handed, so they're going to struggle more with this. You're just going to do the same exercise. So you're just going to start on your thumb. Remember, thumb is 1, and you're going to start on G, and then you're going to go down, should land, finger 5 should be on C. So you're just going to do the same thing. And if you want to start out, you can just start out with the push-ups, just pressing all of these down together. And then you can even do it for both hands. Just get these fingers activated. And then so now just start on the left hand, 1. We'll start on the 1 side. Okay, and then what you can do is you can start with your thumbs, the ones working together, and you can just take your thumbs and go out to 5 and then come back into 1. That's another idea for just getting things going. Okay, this is almost like Schmitt's exercise. I think his first 2 exercises in his book is just literally, you're just going straight up and down between C and G. Okay, so we've done the push-ups, we've done C to G, what you can do for beginning exercises, and learn intervals at the same time. When you go from C to D, that's a second. And then when you go from C to E, that's going to be a third. And when you go from C to D, that's going to be a fourth. And then C to G is a fifth. These are intervals. So, and you can just think of it as almost like you're counting notes. So when you start on C to D, you win a distance of 2, and you keep stacking. And then you go from C to E. You traveled from C, D, E, so that's 3 keys. That's going to be a third. And then C to D, or I'm sorry, C to F, that's going to be 4. And then C to G, that's going to be 5. And then a good exercise to do is you could either block those, so you could play those together, so C and D. And then just C and E, 1 and 3 by itself. And then C and F, 1 and 4 by itself. And then C and 5, so that's, I'm sorry, C and G. So you can play those by themselves, and you can just rotate that through, starting from the bottom with my thumb. And then the other way you could do it is you could start with your weak side, and then do the second with F and G. Third between G and E, fourth between G and D, and then the fifth, G to C. So let's do that again. Oops. And then you can also play it broken, so we could go starting on the bottom with C, and then you go back down. Again, these are just easy exercises to get, I mean, honestly, just working. I think people are naturally pretty good with 1, 2, and 3. It's really just the hang up is the weak side, the 4 and the 5. So you could still do, like, one other exercise is I went up starting 1, you're just always going back to 1. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. And then you could just go 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1. So I would just stick between C and G and just start there, working on these kinds of exercises. Again, you can do the same thing with the left hand. And then you could block those too. And then you could just add those together if you wanted to. I'm just going to kind of stick my fingers out to the side. So you could see you're doing 1, 2, 1, 3s, 1, 4s, and 1, 5s together. So then that's how you can just learn your intervals. And intervals, they just continue on after 5. You're just going to go C, remember C to G is a fifth, C, A is a sixth, and you could just go on. C to that B is going to be a seventh, C to C an octave. All right, so these are just some beginner practice techniques that you can use, and maybe on the screen I'll put, you know, Schmitt's 2 exercises, the C through G's hands together. And it's also good to look at that beginning exercise just to reinforce your notes while you're reading. It's literally just going up and down, you know, like you're going upstairs, downstairs. So Anyways, I hope that was helpful. And again, if you get value out of this video, be sure to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.